Good morning, Mario here, Maumee Tackle, on location, Maumee, Ohio, right next to the famous Maumee River Walleye Run, headquarters, as we like to call it. I want to talk to you today about what we have coming up here March and April, which is our famous walleye run. The fish come in through Lake Erie, through the Maumee River, and they stop here in Maumee, right? So the first thing I want to mention is starting March 1st through April 30th, the rules and regulations change, okay? You're only allowed to fish starting March 1st from sunrise to sunset. Check our website. We put sunrise times, we put sunset times. That's every day, March 1st through April 30th. We also call it first cast and last cast. First cast at sunrise, last cast at sunset, okay? Also, you're only allowed to use a single hook. One single hook, less than a ½ inch from point to shank, or no larger than a ½ inch point to shake. One rod, one line per angler during those 2 months, okay? No treble hooks, no big old yanking hooks, no giant Maumee River twist lead heads either, okay? I'll get more specific to those. Read my website. I put all that stuff on there as we get closer. Okay, so as we get closer to the Maumee run, or to the walleye run, I want to go over the kind of rig we use every day out there. The simple Carolina rig. Starting out with the trolling sinker, has swivels built in, as we can see. You run a 3 to 4 foot monofilament leader, usually about 10-pound test or heavier. Or lighter, 10-pound test or lighter. 10 and 8-pound are the two most popular, okay? You're gonna finish it off on the end with a floating jig head and a twister tail. Floating jig head, twister tail. You just kind of thread the twister tail on there. You want the hook exposed for maximum bite, hook set, whatever you want to call it, okay? So let's pretend we're out in the river. You've got your 6 to 7 foot medium light rod. It's a personal preference, but medium with a fast tip is what's recommended. A good solid reel, and loaded up with either 10-pound or heavier monofilament or braid, okay? And stop in, we can help you out with that. I've got a little short one just for demonstration purposes. So let's pretend the river is flowing that way. I'm standing in the river, I'm feeling good, about to go fishing. Okay, got my Carolina rig hanging from my rod like so. I'm feeling good about my color choices. Here we go. I cast straight out or slightly upstream, okay? Straight out, slightly upstream. I'm gonna take the slack out of my line. Now, the walleye are here to feed. They're not here to feed. They're here to spawn. Sorry, I misspoke. The walleye are here to spawn, not feed. So the bite is gonna be very light. They're biting the lure out of irritation, out of aggravation, out of territorialism, however you want to call it. But they're not here to feed, so you're not getting any big hammer strikes. So you cast your line out, it's bouncing downstream, your rod tip, hope you can see that, just kind of bouncing along. You're getting that kind of action, right? Bouncing along. When it stops and then keeps going, you just missed a fish. Bounce, 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 slow pull, and then keeps going, good chance you missed a fish. Set the hook aggressively. So, you got that rod bouncing along, it stops, set the hook hard. Bounce, 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 slow pull, set the hook hard. All right, don't be shy about those hook sets. The problem is, walleye, rocks, and logs all feel the same. The reason the walleye are here is because it's a brushy, rocky bottom, a lot of natural places for them to lay their eggs, places for their eggs to stick, good cover from predators. But by the same token, It's a good place for your lures to get hung up, snagged, this, that, and the other. Don't get frustrated. You're going to lose a bunch of lures. It's just the nature of fishing the walleye run. Bounce, 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 slow pull, set that hook. It's either a log, a walleye, or a rock. They all feel the same, okay? Reel it in nice and steady. If it starts fighting, congratulations. If it doesn't, well, welcome to the walleye world. If you have a snag, put your line straight, pull like this. Put your rod straight, pull, snap the line off so that you're not breaking your rod. Pulling and start tugging like this, these rods aren't designed to pull a rock out of the river. Pull it straight back, break your line, don't break your rod, okay? So you cast out, bounce, 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 goes all the way down, even with the shoreline, reel it in, steady, cast back out, do it again. I guarantee after doing that about 1,000 times, you'll catch a fish, okay? If you guys have any questions, check us out, MaumeeTackle.net. Look at our river report. Me and Buckshot are usually here in the shop all day, every day during the walleye run. Anybody working here can answer your walleye questions, okay? You guys have a good day. Thanks for listening.